right, another question we get from clients, especially who are mailing or doing print advertising or even on their website, is what kind of photographs do we need? And how do we bring that about? So we're going to talk a little bit about that today.
Yeah, we see the mistakes out there, and we kind of cringe when we see them. The idea behind your photographs, the first two things that you have to invoke in the consumer's mind, the dental consumer's mind, is an elevated level of respect, and you have to establish some greater level of trust. Those are the two main things you have to establish. A picture can do that, or a picture can hurt you, or a picture can help you.
Very much so, yeah.
Right? So give us an example, Howie, of a great example that we've seen, a very effective example of how to get a picture of you and your staff.
Yeah. Basically, you want to, as a group, you want to be accessible. Okay? So a good photographer will ask you to get in your mind the concept that you want, because it somehow translates out into your body presence. So you get, we're happy, we're confident, we can help you, we want to help you. Those kind of attitudes in your head, okay? Now, you don't want to come across as aloof or different or inaccessible at all. So if you wear scrubs during your regular weekday, then wear them in your staff photo. This is not a formal picture that you want.
Yeah, right.
You want a relaxed and friendly thing.
Right.
You want to be smiling, of course. You're in the smile business. A nice little touch is if you can get some of your staff to actually be in physical contact, just touch one another. That shows that you're a cohesive group, okay? There's a lot more to it than that, but that if you can pull that off, it's really good.
We in the doctor bio section, you may have a doctor's CV photo. It's usually kind of stiff and a suit, a headshot with it's tie. And there's alternatives to that. One of the best alternatives we've seen and we've done in the past is where the doctor, in this case a male doctor, his spouse, and 5 of their children in a playful pose, and the doctor wasn't wearing a suit or scrubs. The doctor was wearing a pair of Dockers and a golf shirt.
Right. And the dog was there.
The dog was there. The 5 kids were there, and the spouse was there. And again, elevated level of trust, elevated level of respect, and remember who your target market is. Your target market is mom.
Right.
Okay. So mom seeing the male dentist posing with his wife and his beautiful 5 kids with the dog in a pose that looks human. It's not stuffy. It's not clinical. It's not staged. It's not any of those things.
Yeah.
Goes in a long way, an enormously long way toward breaking down those first barriers that you have to break down in your advertising.
Right. So here's one more, and this especially applies to mailers, although it could apply to a website as well. If you're in a smallish town, or even if you're not, what you want to do is find a local landmark that people recognize.
Right.
Whether that's a clock tower or whatever, right?
Could be a playground, a park. Could be anything.
Yeah. So that says immediately, we're from here. We live where you live, and we hang out where you hang out. That kind of thing. So that if you can get that and pull it off, it's usually an outdoor shot, although not always. It can be, you can actually have your own practice in the background if it's prominent or stands out in the community while people drive by, they see it. And anything that brings about that sort of familiarity would work.